about the origin of the place names Calais, Caledonia, Dongola, Baikal, and hundreds of others. On maps of the planet, you can often find names that include a combination of one of the derived breath sounds, ga and ka, with a soft sound, l. It is an amazing combination. On the one hand, it is a hard road, a long way with a hard exaltation in the end. On the other hand, it is something loved, pleasant, desired. Kael, pleasant movement, a desired and even favorite way. This combination became the basis of place names indicating the most convenient ways. Along them, for example, Alexander Dumas moved to the Musketeer port of Calais to comfortably move from the dear old France to the no less old and dear England. The port of Calais is not the only transshipment toponym place name. In the northern part of Great Britain, there is a province, Caledonia, a strange name consisting of 4 proto-roots, ka, el, do, no. If we take it literally, as an ancient ancestor would have done, we get this meaning: a convenient, favorite, and desired way along the bottom. And that's right. The fact is that in ancient times, hundreds of thousands of years ago, an island in the north of England broke, and along the mountains, along the rocks, along the forests, formed a crack that stretched from the Atlantic Ocean to the North Sea, crossing the entire island. In places, the crack has formed deep Loch Ness, Loch Lene, Loch Lochy. In places, it is shallow and even has crossings. At the same time, the Scottish loch is a lake akin to our Russian ovrag, ravine. The British call this fault Great Glen themselves, which in fact has the same meaning. Only if the more ancient Caledonia literally translates as a good convenient way on the bottom, then Great Glen, a good convenient way between the mountains, and the word Glen itself is a corruption of Calais. There is another ancient toponym, place name, which is absolutely related to Caledonia, but in which the combination of proto-roots are rearranged. Not Caledono, but on the contrary, Dono Calais. This is an ancient place of Dongola, which is located in Sudan on the banks of the Nile River. The bottom line is that Dongola is located between the rapids of the Nile River. This means that we can assume that in ancient times this place was designated as a convenient river crossing, as it was geographically. There are many toponyms, place names, with the meaning convenient and good way in the world. So much so that your head may spin. This is the Kalka River and the Kalya River, and the ancient river of which only one name remains, the Galilee River. This is the Permian Gallia, and the famous Rubicon-cut Gallia. These are the Kalnuka River, the Kalyak River, the Kaleva River, the Kalyets River, the Kalair River, the Kalmius River, the Kalchik River, the Kalitva River, the city of Kaluga, the Kalva River, Golstein District, the Kalali River, Karmiskali Pond, Jambas Kala, Enikale, Kerch, the city of Helsingfors, Helsinki, Kilimanjaro, the city of Calcutta, the city of Ramigala. This is the legendary river named by the Turks, Galis, Jalinda, the city of Jalalabad, all kinds of Jalali, and the resort Gelenjik. This is the famous Karelo-Finnish epic Kalevala. Here, not only the Israeli Jelabun is appropriate, but also the name of the famous Count Cagliostro, and even the name of ancient coins Sickle and Shekel. The warm Gulf Stream also flowed out of this story. Even the German magazine Spiegel has the same roots. Spiegel is a mirror surface of the frozen river, which was a beautiful road, convenient and easy. By the way, The name of the German chancellor has the same precorny. Ankale, Merkale. The toponymic mechanism of naming has also moved to the names of tribes. For example, what can we say in general about Celts or Gauls? Proto-roots kale, comfortable or convenient way, and ti, to do, in their combination denote nomadic tribes that move where they want and where it is comfortable. Gauls is a modified kale. The same meaning is given to the word Mongol, where mon or man is a person, and the second part of the word gol is kale, the nomad. In this semantic paradigm, the Karakalpak tribes also moved along the banks of the Sir Darya River, and the friend of the steppes, Kalmyk, found his home. It seems to me that Ivan Kalita might be relevant to the nomads and went where he likes. It is significant, but the word kale has its counterpart, even with rearranged roots, liga, league. This is a related word, but with a more complete meaning. The liga is the connecting way, which has received the meaning connection over time. Among the toponyms, place names, you can recall the city of Liège. In colloquial speech, it is also a kind of association, the League of Nations, UEFA Champions League. In the ancient times, the word liga had an applied meaning, a tie. For example, in Rome, the famous soldier's lace-up boot was called caliga, caliga. Hence the name of the emperor, Caligula, whose nickname was Little Boot. To some extent, the meaning of connection has also been preserved by the Sanskrit word yoga, which helps a person to maintain a connection with nature, with the sky, and to penetrate down himself. But the Latin word religa means that this connection is cut, dividing and pushing people together to embroil them. Religion and faith are the opposite phenomena. My statement that the word ego, yoke, is a corruption of the word liga may seem quite fantastic. What is an ego? This is a yoke, a rope around the neck of cattle. So the word has two meanings. First, it is a union, and second, it is a yoke, a tie. The Tatar-Mongol League was an association of various peoples who adopted the rules of Khan on the basis of ethics, and only more perfect means of competition could destroy it. For example, the ancient hunting technique of cutting off the young and weak from the herd. It was called the word religa, and in Great Rome this strategy was known under the slogan, divide and conquer. Finally, the ancient combination of Kale is the basis for the name of the greatest lake on the planet, which is our gray-haired Lake Baikal. This should be discussed separately. Much has been written about the name of Baikal. At the same time, the main mistake of scientists and researchers is that they traditionally try to interpret the meaning of ancient toponyms, place names, through the language of those people who live there now or lived in recent times. But the naming of localities, the designation of landmarks of ancient man, was conducted long before the then language groups were formed, and even so, more developed. On the territory of Russia, there are several Baikals. They are about 30. For example, in the Chelyabinsk region, there is a city with a slightly distorted name, Baikal. In case of small discrepancies, all place names have a common feature. It is hidden in the ancient preposition po, meaning the movement along. For example, the Povolshe is along the Volga River. Poltava is along the Vltava River. Pomerania is along the More, along the sea. Sometimes consonant P in this preposition sounds like the voiced consonant B. For example, the city of Bologoye is along the Log, lowlands, a wide ravine. Borodina is along something native, fertile. The city of Bologna is along the Lono, along the bosom. The first syllable in the word Baikal remembering the mountain proto-root I conveyed the ancient meaning along the mountains. The toponym place name is actually very definite, understandable to the ear of ancient man. Po'ai-Kale, and it means a convenient passage through high rocks. In this sense, I would easily call Baikal and Caledonia related toponyms place names that mark passages in hard-to-reach places. But if Caledonia is a passage along the bottom of a mountain fault, then Baikal is a passage between mountains. Baikal is not the only lake that has in its name the semantic roots of passage, transshipment, crossing. This ancient language bush includes Lake Isikul, Lake Alakol, Karabogaz Gol, and many others. The water surface has always been a convenient passage, so Kale, Kol, Gol, and others in different languages have received the meaning of lake, water body. I can add that the language has a stable combination of the words Kale and Voda, water. This is the words gals, tack. It is the way on the water. The concept of a convenient way for the ancients has a great importance. The meaning of Kale is preserved in many languages around the world. The Crimean Tatar Kele, in all its variants, is related to the Tatar kil, to come, slang khilyat, to go, oblomkam, words parts, in Russian dokole, to the something, place, month, time, or dokel. This is also the meaning of the English goal, and not very pleasant to modern man in the word kal, feces, which were strewn with the way of migration of animals and for which ancient hunters was a guiding star in search of prey. So my ancestors, the Greeks, kept the familiar greeting in their language. Kalimero now sounds like good day, where Kali is for good and Mero is for day, from our word mera, measure, is a part of the time, the same root of the word smirt, death. But the original meaning of this greeting wish had the meaning of good journey. And the answer, as the password, was the not less kind kalu sirtis.